Two people have been arrested for cartel-style shootings, and now a sheriff in Tulare County, California, is calling on Governor Gavin Newsom to reinstate the death penalty. Robert Sherman is live for us in San Diego this morning with the very latest. Robert.
Good morning to you, Marni. And we've been hearing it from officials across the country, from as far north as Montana to now out here to California. Every single person in law enforcement telling us the same thing. The cartels are very much so here in the United States. You don't always see them, but they are ever present. And this series of what is described as cartel-style killings is the latest example of that, according to law enforcement. Take a listen for yourself.
Is that our Mexican-affiliated gangs are clearly associated and connected to with the distribution of guns, illegal drugs, human trafficking, and drugs through the cartel. They're not making fentanyl here. They're not making cocaine here. They're not making methamphetamine. They're making it in Mexico.
A total of 6 people were killed in this incident, including a family, a teenage mother, and her 10-month-old child. This is being chalked up to as gang-related violence, as both the suspects in this case were affiliated with one gang and 2 of the victims were affiliated with another. Regardless of that fact, Marni, I can safely say the state of California is pretty shell-shocked by what has happened. Marni?
It's incredibly scary, Robert. Law enforcement believed the killing, as you said, was gang-related. How does that play into cartel-related crime? How are the two connected?
Right, and so what we have heard from law enforcement here is that making that distinction is that, of course, you think of the cartels as being mostly in Mexico and gangs being here in the United States. A lot of the gangs that they have here in California are Mexican-affiliated, and what they have also seen is that oftentimes the words that they've used is fueled, that the cartels, in effect, fuel a lot of the gangs that are here in the United States. At the very least, there is some kind of discourse between leaders of the gangs here in the U.S. and the leadership in some of these cartels. And again, we do know that the 2 suspects in this case were both members of one gang. That's typically how you see a lot of this playing out on the ground here, Marni.
All interconnected, friends in low places, as they say, Robert. So do we have any idea, tough to track, how many gang members there are in California right now?
Well, law enforcement says that it's a pretty big issue all across the state. You actually look at some of the databases that are here. They actually track this information, and they've tallied over 34,000 gang members here in the state of California. Also going off of that, they have identified with certainty over 500 individual gangs. There's another 100 that are still pending that audit process. But this is something that they do have to deal with pretty consistently here, Marni. And it's not just in Southern California. It is all across the state.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.